Hey guys, what's up? It's Queenie here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you guys are doing well, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Queenie. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't. It is free, and if you have, thank you for coming back and joining me again. As you guys can see from the title, this is yet another hairstyling video. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I hope you guys enjoy this. As you guys can see from the title, this is going to be using some blowout clip-ins, but of course you can modify the styles and use your own natural hair depending on the length. Personally, I need a little bit of help in the length department, so I decided to use these clip-ins. They are from Hergivenhair. They are one of my favorite clip-in companies, and they do not disappoint when it comes to creating good textured hair. And yeah, I've never had any bad situations with them, so this is what we're working with today. And the one thing I do like about this is the beautiful wefts that are on this hair. So I'm really happy that they took the time into creating a band that was so soft and clips that are strong but also rubbery enough that it won't press against your scalp and cause headaches, because we don't have time for that. The other nice thing about these clip-ins is that I am only using one set of clip-ins. You guys know that a lot of the times if you're shopping for clip-ins, you either have to use one pack and it's not enough, or you have to use two and it's too much. So Hergivenhair decided to figure that out and make a Glam full head set. So basically what this is like, it is an upgraded version of one bundle. It's not two bundles, it's not one bundle, it's right in between. You can get a full set of hair without it looking like you're wearing two packs of hair in your head. Alright, so let's get into the first style, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. Alright guys, so let's get right into this. The first style I'm going to be doing, I'm only going to be working with the front section of my hair, so you guys can see I'm only taking out the braids in the front, and then the back of my hair is going to be pinned away, as you can see. So I just need that part kind of tucked away so I can put the clip-ins on top. So I'm going to start by taking the long tracks and just pinning them across my head. Nothing special, just making sure they cover up all my braids and all my hair, and bring it all the way up to the part of my hair where I want to then be braided. So you guys can see I basically did half of my head, or I guess the full back of my head, and then I'm splitting the front part of my hair so I can add some tracks in between my hair, so when I go to braid those sections, you can't really differentiate between my hair and the clip-ins. You really want to mix it in there so it looks natural. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just parting it, clipping it in between, and covering it up as much as I can with my own hair. Alright, so as you can see, I'm adding a deep part to my hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and start brushing my hair into the clip-in so it can be a little bit more seamless, and then I'm going to go ahead and braid that piece together. So I'm kind of doing like a little bit of a corner going downwards, and then it's going to turn into a single braid on its own, and that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to the other side. So obviously on this side it's more of a cornrow because there's more to braid. So I'm just braiding a big braid across my forehead just like this, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys can see what I'm doing. And then now I'm taking my hard brush and brushing my own hair into the clip-ins so it can be nice and smooth and you won't be able to see what's what. So obviously I'm cleaning up my edges to kind of clean up the style, and I made sure to pull out those little hairs before I did all the braiding, so that's what makes this so easy. So yeah, I just cleaned up my edges with my trusty edge control by Belle Roche. Everything will be in the description box, but this is it for the style. It's nice and smooth, two little braids and the rest of my hair down, but it's out of my face. This is probably my favorite style, so let's move on to the next. Alright, so for this style I'm going to use the same exact setup as the last one, but all I'm going to do is now pull my hair into a half up half down situation. So I'm moving the clip-in a little bit more forward and using a little bit of my hair to cover up the tracks, as you can see, and that's all the hair I'm going to be leaving out to kind of blend with the clip-ins. And then now I'm just going to tie up my hair into a small little ponytail, and I'm trying to keep it minimal. I try not to use too much of my hair so then I'm not dealing with too much. So as you can see, it's in a ponytail, and then I go ahead and I braid it into a really tight braid at the top of my head before I add the extensions. So this is the trick. I just take the clip-in and I go ahead and I clip it to the end of my braid as though you're doing an invisible ponytail, and then I wrap it upwards towards my roots, and I keep wrapping and wrapping with more clips and tracks until I am all done until I reach my root, and then I try to cover up the base and make it look pretty. So right now I'm just making sure I cover up that braid and that it gives my ponytail a little bit of weight. So now that that's done and wrapped, I use one track and I wrap the base of that ponytail to cover up anything that is showing. I like to use my natural hair to cover up the tracks on that part. Flip the little ponytail at the top to the side, and then I have a sideways, half up, half down situation. You can obviously throw it back, and that's basically it. It's pretty simple, but this is also one of my go-tos. Alright, so let's deal with this craziness and move on to the next style. And if you know me, you know I had to add this in this tutorial. So obviously now I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of a jumbo top knot bun situation. So my hair is nice and stretched, so I can get it into my own top knot with my own hair. So I'm just stretching it up into a ponytail and tying it into a pretty loose bun, nothing serious, pinning any bobby pins that need to be pinned. And then all I'm doing is taking some tracks, clipping it first, and then going ahead and wrapping it around. So you don't have to constantly be clipping and wrapping. I just clip once and wrap, clip once and wrap, and I just do this until I feel like my bun is big enough, honestly. And I'm a little bit extra, so I like my top knot buns to be quite large as you guys can see. So this next part is completely up to you guys. I just keep playing and clipping until I feel like this is how I want my bun to be. Honestly, I like it to look a little messy and a little natural, so there's a little bit of beauty in the imperfection, you know, so a little lopsided, it's all good. So this is basically how I do my top knot buns. Okay, so this next style, I am going to be parting my hair into a deep side part, as you guys can see, and then I'm going to part a little bit more of my hair to create this small little piece. It's kind of hard to explain, but you guys see what I mean. So then I take the rest of my hair and I tie it up into a small little bun. Just stay with me. I know it's a little weird. So now I'm going to take some clips and create a nice little bang and then cover that with my own hair. So I'm just adding some clips to the front of my hair, and then I'm shaping it and brushing it to kind of make it a little bit more seamless and adding a bit of edge control to smooth it down. So the whole point of this is to create a fuller, longer bang so I can create a deep swoop bang. So once I feel like I have enough hair in there, I just go ahead and I clip it just to keep it in place while I shift it and pull it down and smooth it down a little bit more. So you kind of just play with it and see how you like it to look on your face. Everybody's different. And then once I like it, I pull it up into my bun and I pin it in there as well. So you guys see what I'm doing. Now I'm adding some more tracks to my own hair at the top. So I'm creating a really big bun side swoop situation, and I'm just playing with it and pinning and wrapping and pinning and wrapping, the same method that I used on my top knot bun. There isn't much method to this look. This is just to give you guys some inspiration on how you can style your hair. So I kind of just play with it until I feel like it is neat enough and pinned enough and secure enough to kind of move on. And this is the look that I ended up going with. I felt like it was a little messy, but it was still very elegant and clean at the same time. So I absolutely love this. I will definitely be doing this for a special occasion very soon. And yeah, that's it. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so you guys can see my hair is parted down the middle in two, and we are going to be doing some pigtail styles. So I'm parting my hair and I'm adding some tracks in between as I did at the beginning, so I could kind of seamlessly braid or twist my hair into whatever I want it to be. And I'm just doing this in 3 sections, I believe. So I'm just parting it all the way down and then adding tracks. So I'm doing the exact same thing to the other side. I hope you guys can see clearly what I'm doing. It's pretty simple. Alright, so now my hair is full of about 6 tracks, and I'm going to go ahead and flat twist my hair into 2 pigtails. So you guys can see I'm just flat twisting my hair and the clip-ins together, and I'm making sure my hair is covering all the tracks, which is why I made sure to place them in between my hair. So when I twisted it, you wouldn't see tracks poking in between, and I still had enough hair in the front to make sure it covered everything. So if you can't cornrow or French braid, whatever you want to call it, you can do a flat twist. If you can't flat twist, you can flat twist. It's really easy. So you guys can see it's just 2 pieces and you're just wrapping it around each other. This style is nice because it looks like you put a lot of effort into it, but really it was done in 5 minutes, and it's not very common. It's a little different than just doing regular braids. So This is definitely one of my summer favorites, as everything else in this video clearly. All right, so let's move on to the next style. So you guys, all I'm really doing here is creating a bit of a perimeter for my hair so I can cover the tracks. So I'm leaving hair on the sides and at the top, kind of like if I were to wear like a U-part wig. I hope that makes sense. You guys can see it. And then I'm just braiding my hair away so I can cover it with tracks. I choose not to leave my hair out and add the tracks to it because sometimes it gets tangled, and honestly I have so much hair in the bundles that I don't need to add my hair to it as well. I just like to leave the perimeter out, and then I have less hair to deal with altogether. So I'm just braiding it back and pinning it flat so I can add some tracks on top of that. Ooh, that rhymed. So I'm just again adding tracks all the way across my head, straight back. It's pretty straightforward, kind of like what I did in the beginning of this video for the first style, and I'm just doing this all the way to the front of my hair, and then I'm going to use the smaller tracks to really get in between and get closer to the part and make sure it's nice and flat. Alright, so now that all the tracks are in, I'm just brushing my hair into the clip-ins to make it, again, more seamless, and then I'm tucking it behind my ears and adding some bobby pins. Honestly, I wish I had some colored bobby pins, some gold ones, so I can make it a little bit prettier, but I'm just sticking it on the sides and moving my hair out of the way, covering any tracks, and kind of just wearing my hair down. So I just took a little bit of edge control and I'm flattening it so it's nice and smooth, and then I like to add a bit more bobby pins and, you know, lay my edges, and that's basically it. So my hair is down but it's out of my face, and it has a little bit of style with the bobby pins on the side. So that is it. Okay, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the styles that I came up with, and I hope they're a little bit different and that it inspires you to try something new this summer. And again, these clip-ins are from Hergivenhair, and they're blowout clip-ins. And I will leave all the details right here in the description box everywhere so you guys can check it out if you are looking for clip-ins. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me there so we can stay connected. And then you can also see what I'm doing with my hair in the next few months, years, and so on, because I usually update you guys a little bit more on there because it's like a daily type of situation. So follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Again, I will leave all the details down below. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer to do styles like this with your own hair, with clip-ins? Do you find it hard to use clip-ins? What do you guys like to do to style your hair in the easiest way possible? Personally, I like to tuck away a little bit of my hair and then use clip-ins so it's easier and the rest of my hair isn't getting dried out or tired, but it still has that really natural look to it. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, comment down below, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Bye.